Hello students, in this video we're going to discuss the concept and the questions on finding the percentages. So let's first discuss the concept and then we'll move on to the questions. Talking about the concept of percentage, the term itself is percent. Now basically, for example, if I have a term called kilometer per hour, just an example. Now how you can represent this? Yes, that will be kilometer by hour. So kilometer per upon, can I say that? So similarly, per as in out of, and in math, cent value is how much? Exactly, that's gonna be 100. So whenever we are gonna actually talk about percent, it's actually out of 100. And that's where, if you observe, a percent as b, a percent as b, how do you represent? Yeah, mostly will be representing a by b, but actually it's a wrong answer. Why? Because percent talks about a out of b and this just into b, so it is nothing but ab upon 100. I hope everybody got this representation of clearly, if I'm not wrong. So it is not a by b. A percentage means a out of 100 into b, right? For example, if I given you a question, right? So let's see now, move on to the finding of percentages, right? Because you got to know what actually is a percentage. For example, if I ask you what is 20 percentage of 30, what you're doing to give me the answer? Yes. Now I'm asking what actually you can do. So mostly you'll be doing as a percentage b means a out of 100 to b. Similarly, 20 percentage of 30 means mostly you'll be doing like 20 out of 100 into 30. 21s are 25s are 5 ones are 5 6 are, or like you'll be cancelling the zeros by representation and all, if I'm not wrong. 0 0 0 0 gets cancelled and 2 3s are 6. But actually this entire process or the entire other process is not at all required. Why? Look, you are wasting your time by representation and calculation, which is a never a required point of representation. You can simply calculate just by observing the data. Why? If you observe, everybody tell me how many zeros are there in the denominator? Now percentage means two zeros. Now how many zeros in the numerator I have? Exactly two zeros. So can I simply cancel those two zeros in the numerator and denominator, and that says 2 into 3 is 6 will be my easiest, quickest answer. I hope you got a super quick shortcut, if I'm not wrong. Just cancel those two zeros and they'll get the answer. Similarly, for example, if I give you what is 40% of 10, 70, can you quickly answer me the question again? Again, two zeros gets cancelled, four sevens are 28 would be the super fastest calculation that you can do. No pen, no paper is required. And nothing but like no representation also required. Now, similarly, for example, if I ask you what is 90% of 80, what is your answer? Now, 0 gets cancelled, 9 8s are 7 is my answer. Right? I hope you got to know what is a common process here or the common things over here. If you observe, every question we have two zeros. So right, everybody. So whenever we have two zeros, what you're going to do? We are going to cancel those zeros, right? And multiply the values. Multiply the values. And that's going to be your answer. Right, everybody? So simple. Now I know your doubt. Sir, what if we don't have two zeros? What if we have only have one or no zeros? In that way, we can also solve few questions. Right? I hope you got clearly regarding this finding percentage when we have two zeros. Right, now let us try to decrease one zero. For example, let us go for 30% of 42. So now again, mostly you'll be doing 30 out of 100 into 42, and then calculation starts. 0 cancel, two fives are, two 21s are, right? And then 21 into 3, that gives me 63 upon 5. So you'll start calculation something, right? But it is a never required process of representation and calculation as set. Now, how many zeros in the denominator? Two zeros. And how many zeros in the numerator? One. So one gets cancelled. Now I have to simply do nothing but 3 into 42. I have to multiply upon 100 is upon 10 is what I have to do, because only one zero is left out now in the denominator. Out of two zeros, one zero got cancelled. That means one zero is still there in the denominator, right? And that is everybody. 342s are how much? Look again, you can do this in your mind calculations. I'll just tell you how. For example, I'll not be doing 42 into 3 if 3 2s are 6, 3 4s are 12. No, not required. But hey, look, what I'll be doing is I'll just split that number of 42 as 40 plus 2 into 3. is what you have to do. 42 into 3 means 40 plus 2 into 3 you can do. Now I'll be just doing the mind calculations. 43s are how much? 120 plus 3 2s are 6. That's going to give me 126 in total. Right? So 126, but is your answer is 126? No. Upon 10, that's going to give me 12.6, which you're going to get the same over here also. But if you observe the thing, like we are not needed to do so much. Right? Again, these all steps are not required. This is just for your reference. We'll directly multiply 3 into 42, that is 126 upon 10, 12.6 we can directly get without any help of pen and paper or without any need of representation. I hope you all understand my point. Now, one more question I would give you so that you can try the answer. Okay, 70% of 82. Now, so 10 gets cancelled. Now, what I need to do? 82 into 7 is what I have to do. 7 80s are 560 and 7 2s are 14. 560 plus 14 will give me 574, but upon 10 will give me 57.4 would be my answer. Right, everybody? Look how simply we have done something. Right? For your reference, I'm just writing for your reference. So what I have to do? 80 plus 2 into 7. 7 8s are 56, so that gives me 560, and 7 2s are 14. That's going to give me 574. But actually, there is only 1 0 got cancelled, so which means one more 0 is there in the denominator, and that gives me 57.4 must be the answer. Right, everybody? So even with the higher numbers also we can solve the question. For example, let me go with 90% of 63. Now again 10 gets cancelled. Now 9 6 are for example, if I'm not wrong, 540, and 9 3s are 27. So 540 plus 27, how much it would be? If I'm not wrong, like it should be 567. Right, everybody? So 9 6 are 54. So 540, and then 9 3s are 27. So that would give me 567, but upon 10 will give me 556.7. Right? So simple. So this is how you can basically easily answer without any help of representation or without any help of pen and paper. You can just do mind calculations if you are very good at the calculations part and all. Right, everybody? So these all are just for your references. We'll never write these things, or we never tackle with the calculations or representations. Right? So always try to move right with the mind calculations. Try to improve yourself day by day. So this will definitely come with only practice. Right? Again, how this one? So 60 plus 3 into 9. 9 6 are 540 plus 9 3s are 27. That would give me 527, 567, and upon 10 would give me 56.7. So that's how we can do with the 10. So I hope you got to know when 10 is there, what we need to do. Right, everybody? So when 10 is there, cancel that particular 0. Right? Cancel that 0, multiply the values and divide by 10, and you'll get the final answer. Right, everybody? So that's how we can answer the questions on 10. Now, where if no zeros, that is what we are going to do with the easiest calculation. Right? For example, let us say 42% of, let us say, 83. Right, everybody? 42% of 83. Now, if you observe here 42 upon 100 into 83 is what I have to do. Right? And mostly, as I said, I'm not going to do 221s are, 250s are, and then 21 into 83 upon 50, not all required. I just have to do one thing. I have to multiply 42 into 83, and I have to just divide by 2 zeros in the denominator, right? But this multiplication will be done in a very unique manner, and how in a one-step answer you get it, just observe. Look, you have to do just 42 into 83 is what you have to do. You'll get an answer, and that answer divided by 100 will be a final answer, right? So let us see. Look, when multiplied 2-digit by a 2-digit number, you'll get either a 3-digit number or a 4-digit number, if I'm not wrong. Right, everybody? A 3-digit, or if possible a 4-digit if carry on is there. So 3 or a 4-digit number, if I'm not wrong. So let's go from the last point. Now you people tell me definitely what would be my last digit of the answer. Now when how come the last digit can get, when you only multiply the last 2 digits of the numbers, the last 2 digits are multiplied, and that says 2 into 3 will give me 6 as my last 2 digits for sure, last digit. Now when it comes to the next digit, it is very simple, the cross multiplication plus the other cross multiplication. right? Here we have two cross multiplications possible if I'm not wrong. 4 threes are, what I'll do, I'll just write over here to remember 12, and 8 twos are 16. Now 12 plus 16 will give me 28, but can I write 28 over here? No, I can only take tens place, sorry, units place, and I have to carry on the tens place. So 2 was carried. So 12 plus 16 will give me 28. So 8 was written and 2 was carried over. Right, everybody? Now, so the next digit must be a multiplication of the first two digits, right? Multiplication of first two digits. And that's going to give me 4 8s are 32, but 32 plus 2 will give me 34. So actually, when you multiply 42 into 83, you get 3486. But as you have two zeros in the denominator, and that gives me the answer called 34.86. If you want to use a calculator, you can, and you can just check the answer is right or wrong. Everybody, I hope you at least tried that, at least checking whether the answer is right or wrong. So this is exactly a one-step answer if I'm not wrong, with the practice and all. Now definitely it'll take more time if you go in this way, like 3 twos are 6, 3 fours are 12, and then 8 twos are 16, 8 fours are 32, so 33, and that's going to give me 3486. So this will take more steps as well as more time, but if you practice this step or this method, you're going to get the answer in a very easy method. And this method of multiplication is called as a Vedic maths, right? Vedic mathematic applications, Vedical mathematic applications, we can see, right? I hope you did. Now, can we move on to the next one, everybody? So one more example I'll just take. So you try to answer on your own now. So for example, let us take with higher numbers, 76 percentage of, let me go with 89. You try to do it and tell me what could be the answer. 76 percentage of 89 first. Okay. Look, I'll try to do as fast as possible, right? So that you can also do and also get to know how come we can quickly do that. 9 6 are, if I'm not wrong, 54, 7 9s are 63, 8 6 are 48. 63 plus 48 would give me 111, right? Triple one. Triple one plus 5 will give me double 16, right? And that's going to give me 7 8s are 56, and 56 plus 11 will give me 67, and that's going to give me 6764 when multiplied, but when divided by 100 would give me 67.64. Hope you all understood how quickly we can do it. Even I can do more faster, but to better understand, like to make sure that everybody gets what is being discussed, this would much require. But everybody, so this is how we can use the Vedic maths in order to get the answers very easy. Yes. So this is how you basically find out the percentage when we have no zeros, right? So when we have no zeros, we basically use the Vedic maths trick and answer the questions. But everybody, now moving on to the next. For example, if I give you a question called, let us say 33.33 percentage of, let me just do 93. Everybody, what is your answer? 33.33% of 93. Now, how many of you are thinking that, sir, I have to multiply 33.33 into 93 and then you'll get an answer. So that answer divided by 100 will be a final answer. I know some of you might be thinking this, but not required. Everybody, let me just ask you some few questions. If I ask you what is 50% of 42, what is your super fastest answers? Yes, mostly you'll be telling me 21 is a super fastest answer. Why? Because 50 percentage means 50 out of 100. That gives me 51s or 52s. So 1 by 2 is nothing but 50 percentage. So that's why you are just able to do half of 42, and that you are giving quickly the answer as 21. Right, everybody? So this is called percentages to fractions. Right, everybody? Percentage to fractions. So that is one more technique that we can use in order to find the percentages, right? Now, and by the way, if 1 by 2 is 50 percentage, very simple, just whenever you have fractions, just multiply by 100, you'll get top percentage. Then tell me what is 1 by 3 in terms of percentage. Look, in terms of percentage, most of you will be thinking 0.33, but no, in terms of percentage, it will be multiplied by 100 now. So 100 by 3 means 33.33 percentage. So people, can I just replace this entire number called 33.33 percentage with just simply 1 by 3 into 93, and that says 31 is my super simple and fastest answer. No need to multiply all these values and no need to get an answer and then divide by 100. right? So this is one more simple trick that we can get through for finding the percentages, right? What is that? Fraction to percentage and percentage fractions.